Athletic returned to their spiritual old home, the Valley, today. They won as well, and Lenny Lawrence, who managed the club for so long, sent them a goodwill message, as you might expect. But for him, a tough task on hand as his Middlesbrough side took on second-placed Blackburn Rovers, unbeaten away from home. At Ayresome Park, Barry Davis.
A bright, crisp afternoon in the industrial heart of Teesside, and on the pitch at Ayresome Park, three players with particular reasons for wanting to shine. Blackburn's Stuart Ripley, returning home for the first time since his £1 million plus transfer in the close season. Tommy Wright, the Scotsman brought by Middlesbrough to replace him. And Craig Hignett, the latest to make tracks from Crewe, who now makes his home debut. The team he plays for shows 4 changes from the side beaten 4-1 last week at Oldham. Nicky Moan gets his first game of the season in the Middlesbrough shirt, and Andy Peake returns for the first time since the League Cup defeat by Newcastle in early October. No problems for Blackburn once Alan Shearer's ankle injury had cleared up, but there have been a few problems in scoring goals lately in spite of his efforts. Just 4 in the last 7 games after scoring 11 times in consecutive games. Brian Hill of Kettering is our referee, and Middlesbrough kick off attacking the goal to our left. Blackburn defending the only unbeaten away record not only in the Premier League but throughout the entire Football League. Usual position for you-know-who. Wilcox thought the Newell was going to drop back to collect it. Shearer. Man confident in his ability. Newell that moved away to take a good position, as you might see from this. He's going off to the left, but Shearer determined he's going to get in the shot. Just didn't have the angle. Thought about the left foot shot and then made no other decision. He didn't make a decision of any sort. Jason Wilcox, bright finish to the half. Tried to curl and does. Lovely goal, Jason Wilcox. Clipped with the inside of his left boot and past the right hand of Steve Pearce. Good goal, he came inside and past the outstretched hand and inside the post. That'll make his job a bit easier. His team leading. Ray Harford in the foreground there is number 2. Kenny Dalglish. That's home and away. And fairly tempestuous end to the first period, but a happy one as far as Jason Wilcox is concerned. It's his first goal of the season, and it divides the teams at half-time. Middlesbrough 0, Blackburn Rovers 1. Interesting looking around those who played well in the first period. I think it's fair to say that they were mainly defenders. Here's Chris Price. Phillips, who had quite a lot to do. Flag stays down. It's a very good challenge by Pollock, but his reaction to the tackle was really rather juvenile. No good having the talent if you can't control the temperament. Really did overreact to that. Smoke moving behind the lights. The message it's sending so far is that the home side are losing. Breaks my right. Play by Sherwood. Took his time. Actually clear it that well, but he wasn't hasty in his own box. Here's an opportunity. And it's made to count. Hendry gets the equaliser. Laid on by Pollock. It's 1-1. Break down the left side. Pollock turning onto his right foot, took it on his right, and Hendry tipping it in with his left. Ripley's made a good forward run. And I don't think White was aware of his presence until the challenge came in.
Hendry! 2-1 Middlesbrough. Goodness me, it's come alive. Really a very, very good strike. Didn't clear it there. And Hendry didn't stand on any ceremony at all to beat Bobby Mims, who was certainly at full stretch and couldn't get to the ball. Free kick is Middlesbrough's. Fleming, it's hanging a bit. Oof. Now, was that by intent? It's a strong header. 20 minutes gone, 25 to go. 2-1 Middlesbrough. Pollock gets a second chance, and it could break for them, and it does. Hendry has a hat-trick. A little fortuitous, but credit Pollock with having the second go, having made a hash of the first. The second, to tell the truth, wasn't much better than the first, but it resulted in a pass which was seized on by Hendry. So between the 52nd minute and the 66th, John Hendry has scored a hat-trick. Handball. Not given. That's a good ball by Fleming. And a good cross, and here's Wilkinson. Should have been 4. Maybe justice was done, because even if it was inadvertent, there was clearly use of the hand. And as we looked at Wilkinson missing his chance, scoring Middlesbrough's 4th, Blackburn have brought on Roy Wegerle and taken off the former Middlesbrough favourite, Stuart Ripley. By Phillips, struggling to stay onside, but they succeed in doing so. Wright's cross. Oh, what an extraordinary back pass by Kevin Moran, and it was barely puffed away by Bobby Mims, and they escaped, did Blackburn. Had to adjust his footing and barely made contact with the ball, and Hendry following in was close to a 4th. Newell. Wright's cross, Phillips' header. Mike Newell again. The foot was a bit high and the free kick is given against John Hendry. Cowans and Pears, well, watched it,
and it went away. Parried late and survived. Newell inside Wegerle. Cowans. Wegerle's now ahead of him. Good ball to Shearer. Just ran on a little bit more than he would have wished. And that's an own goal by Phillips. It's not all over yet. Shearer's cross, which goalkeeper was coming to meet, and it came off Phillips, and the score is 3-2. The space seems to be opening up for the visiting team. Price wasn't the best of passes he was given. The anxiety in the crowd can be clearly felt. Here's Shearer, turned away by Fleming. 7 minutes to go. The team who started the day 5 points adrift of the leaders, battling to get a point. Bit of push and shove. Middlesbrough's free kick. Such a tense finish. He'd finished the opportunity he was presented with to make it 4. Pollock. The Nerves survived the finish. An excellent comeback by Middlesbrough. A hat-trick for John Hendry. And from a goal down, a victory by 3-2. And the own goal by the skipper, Phillips, doesn't count for anything. Blackburn beaten for the first time away from Ewood Park, and an afternoon that John Hendry will remember. Middlesbrough 3, Blackburn 2.
Well, it was good, and Hendry's hat-trick only the 3rd in the Premier League after Eric Cantona and Mark Robbins. But there was a question mark over at least one of the goals, Alan.
Yeah, the second goal. Henry takes them all particularly well, and this is the first one coming up. And Pollock gets free on the left-hand side. The kid that came on, he takes it to the byline. He plays the ball across here. Henry comes in near post, gives Mims no chance. But it was the second one that, when we slow it down, you'll see it's offside. The ball gets played up in the air, and eventually it comes to Henry. And just there, Hignett, in the middle of the picture, is offside. But a great strike again from Henry. But there was a doubt about the goal.
What about the 3rd one?
Well, Pollock tries to hit it here. He tries his luck, miscues again. I thought Henry was definitely onside there, and he tucks it away ever so well. And as he said, the 3rd one's always the best, isn't it, for the hat-trick?
I'm sure it is.